We would all love to be living life on our terms. We would all love to be living life at our higher levels, where we're more creators than we are more victims. We would all love to be getting up with drive and spizz every day. And whether we can or not is dependent on our habits, our routines, our rituals, and our rhythms. Hi there, I'm Dr. Greg Venning. I'm author of the book Thrive, only for those who want to be healthy by activating their vitality from the inside out. And I wanted to focus today on one specific ritual and rhythm that we can put in place and that we can maximize and improve that'll be helping us to really get this drive, this inside out approach going beautifully. And that one simple habit that will help to prime our nervous system is that habit of getting rest and recovery on a consistent basis. Now, the first thing that comes to mind when we think of rest and recovery is usually sleep. And my question here for you is, do you wake up refreshed every morning? Do you wake up and when you swing your legs out of bed, you wake up and you are awake? You are engaged in your own life and you feel like there's something good for you to be doing on that day. Do you feel like that consistently? Or do you generally get up and have to drag yourself out of bed and generally press the snooze on the alarm clock a lot? Because those are both signs that we're not getting the best quality and quantity of sleep that we need on one side of the coin, and that our values and priorities might not be clear on the other side of the coin. And today I want to talk more about the sleep component. Now, there's no magic amount, there's no magic number of hours that everybody needs for sleep. It's going to be different for different people, and it's going to be different in different phases of our life and different parts of our life. We go through different seasons. So, how do you get to the point where you can be aware of and be a master of adapting your cycle of rest and recovery, your cycle of sleep, so that you are waking up in the morning recovered? You wake up in the morning engaged in your own life. And I want to talk about one set of habits that are really important for you to pay attention to. And this set of habits is really quite simple. It's really simple and really, really powerful. What I'm going to give you here now is after 12 o'clock in the afternoon, avoid chemical depressants or chemical stimulators. So you want to avoid the uppers and the downers. And generally after 12 o'clock is a good idea, but if we can do this in our whole life, it's even better. And I'll give you an example of what are some depressants and what are some stimulants. So big depressant is alcohol. There might be certain medications that are depressants that bring the nervous system down. Painkillers would be one of those. Stimulants can be things like caffeine. It can be cigarettes. Those can be stimulants. Now we can also have depressants and stimulants in other ways. There could be relationships that bring us down more and some that take us up too much. There can be watching certain TV programs, can both be mentally and emotionally fear-driven, so it creates a depression mindset, but it's also amazingly stimulating to that base part of our nervous system that is now looking out and primed for fear. And the more that we can minimize and exclude these stimulants and depressants, the better life will be. Now, often people say, how can I live without my stimulants, or how can I live without my drink to kind of calm my nerves? And the answer is actually, no, it's the other way around. We only need those two because we're unbalanced in the first place. We only need those two because we're living out of congruence with our own values in the first place. And usually by bringing those two down, that other inside-out approach, that inside-out view on our own life starts to come to the fore. So my question for you is, what are you using to either depress or stimulate your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing neurology, your gorgeous being, that's covering over your essential essence and purpose in life, where true inspiration and energy comes from?